Hey guys, welcome to another video from Henzi Tanwin Sawyer Counseling Service. I'm here today just to talk about my creative therapy, which I incorporate into my sessions. A few clients have asked me about how I do that, and they've seen it in the session how successful it is. I'm really, I thank you guys for commenting on my creative therapy that I introduce into the session. I'm a creative person. I love being creative. I love to include my creative skills that I have into the sessions because it brings for understanding. So I just want to share a few of the therapeutic tools because when I first started the face-to-face, introducing creative therapy into face-to-face sessions, it was good because the client is in the therapy room here. They can touch the toys, they can touch the tools, they can see the therapeutic tools that I'm using, they can relate to it. But then when lockdown happened and we had to go online, I thought to myself, how would I be able to transmit that? Now, even though the clients are not able to feel and touch those things, you know, but they are able to see how I bring it into the session, and really love that, how I use those tools to be able to engage the client into the session. And it's been very helpful, it's been very useful. And also allowing the client to get a paper and a pen from their end also and do the same things. So one of the things that I use also when I'm doing like a timeline, I like to use the Russian dolls. Well, you can either call it the Russian dolls or the nesting dolls. I normally use it when I'm doing a timeline. You can see different dolls inside, just to show, trace. I normally use it when I'm using a psychodynamic approach, just to trace from the past, back into the past and your future, to make that link, what things were like. So I normally use this for that also, which I describe with clients. I normally put it on a small table here, where I can put it on this table here like that, and I just point my camera to it, and the client and I can start to do work from there. So that's one. Also, I have, in terms of the coloring here, I have a book, the Mandela's adult coloring book, for those who are feeling stressed, and something that they can use for art therapy, to feel relaxed, something that can make you feel relaxed. They have different coloring pages, and sometimes I make a photocopy of it, and then I just email it to clients, or it's online now, you can just download it from online. Another thing I use is the sphere. I call it the sphere, where even though kids play with it, but it's something that I use it as a descriptive tool when I'm describing something with my clients that fits into their narrative. So I use this one to as a tool to describe for them. I use that one also. I love my happy people. I have different happy people when I'm trying to describe what's going on for the client, how they're feeling in terms of their own narrative themselves. I like the fact that we have all this. Also, we have different colors. We have the African and black family, and then we have the white family. For those who, it's up to them, whatever color you are, you're able to choose, from the piles that I have, to fit in what family you think. And then some people who are mixed, interracial marriage also, or mixed family heritage, you can choose from whatever when I present it to you and say, what you, how do you see yourself, or how do you represent themselves. So couples, individuals, they're able to use that also. So that's there. Also, another tool I use is the mood cards. filled with lots of mood, just for clients to know how they are feeling today. You know, they can use the mood card to talk to me about their moods. Sometimes when I'm doing a session and the client say, Henzi, I don't know how I'm feeling, or I ask them how they're feeling, they say they don't know. What I decided to do, I'm going to show you here, is, you know, I decided to make a happy a card for my clients that I put into, just to show them, and they can choose, you know, how they feel, what it is that they feel in terms of whatever feelings they're having. And this has been really helpful, you know, because some people can't really describe how they're feeling, but I say to them, choose where you see yourself now. What is it you're feeling when you look at the cards? And they're able to choose from the emojis. They're able to choose what they're feeling. So I have got that one there that I use. Also, another thing that I use also is, obviously, in terms of paper art therapy, I like to draw a lot, or write, or be very descriptive. So I got my pens and my paper, and I also ask clients, if you have a paper and a pen there, you can get your pen and a paper, which they do. And also I use my whiteboard. This one comes into most of my session. I have a bigger whiteboard, but you know, for the purpose of this video, I'm just doing a smaller whiteboard. With this whiteboard, I normally draw things that they're talking to me about and ask the client to interpret. You know, I draw just to make sure that they understand what you're saying, and we can talk about the past, we can talk about your present, what's going on in there, and how to make those connections. So, you know, we use the board for that. Another thing that I like to use is come with me into a lot of my sessions is this little house here. When I want to talk about thoughts and how to control your thoughts and how to manage your thoughts and how to challenge your thoughts, I like to use this little door house. That it has a bell that it rings. You know, my clients who've seen this, I'm sure you guys understand what this means. So this is a little door house. Oh, it's open now. Oh, I rang the bell and I think someone opened. You know, I use the doorbell to talk about thoughts. When that negative thought is ringing that doorbell, don't open the door and let it in. You decide who comes into your house, you know, so you should decide who comes into your mind. So I normally use this door house to describe that. And then finally, what I'm gonna show you is I got here some stones. They're really precious stones, different types of stones here, you know, that I have, and I show clients. You know, this is, I use it for stone therapy. When I was doing face-to-face therapy, which I've resumed now since the lockdown has eased off, and it's just for you to really touch it. And you can, sometimes clients say, I don't understand what I'm going through, I can't really explain it, and I say, touch the stone, just touch it, feel it, you know, feel the texture, look at it. What is it that you see that you're feeling, that you can't say it, but when you look at the stone, it represents how you're feeling. Like, look at this jagged stone. Do you see how jagged it is? This piece of stone is very jagged. You know, the way it is jagged, all the jagged edges so sharp. You know, is that how the problem is? Is it sharp? You know, how does it feel? You know, look at it, then put it close to the camera so you can see. Yeah. And then you got this one is all nice and sparkly, you know, things like that. So we do stone therapy. Also, you look at this one. This is quite nice and sparkly. When you look at it, different colors, but look at the back of it, you know, not very attractive, is it, when you look at the back? And that's how sometimes we feel, you know, when people see us, we put that mask. But could this represent the hurt and the pain that you're feeling? So I do that also with clients. Now, this one's one of my favorite, where you see, you know, it's all pretty when you look at it, all sparkly and well cut. you know. But when you look at the back, it's so rough. Even though it's sparkly, it's not as beautiful as the front, you know. Is this the mask also that we are putting on? We don't want people to see what's underneath. Or perhaps it could be something like this. That darkness that you're feeling, and you want that darkness to go. I have a whole host of stuff here, and you know, people who are more religious, when they say, well, I feel like the devil, or I feel like something evil is making me do stuff, and then you got something, you know, contrast, or I feel like an angel is always with me. Whatever you want to interpret it, it's up to you to interpret it that way. But yeah, so that's just a few of, I have other things that I use here, but that's just a few of the things I have in terms of creative therapy. I hope you enjoy watching this video, and I hope that you can make an appointment. And if you feel that you need therapy, I'm an integrative therapist. I use psychodynamics, I use CBT, I use transactional analysis, which is TA, and a host of others, which is all on the website. You can visit my website on www.htsawyer.com. It's HTSYE. I don't even know the name of my website anymore, but I'm gonna read that again. Apologies. It's www.htsawayercs.com. When you go to the website, you can see all the information. I'm gonna even write it there. I've been talking so much today in counseling, so I guess I'm tired. But I'm going to write it down on the description part, so if you want to visit the website, you can visit the website. Yeah. So I thank you for listening to the video, and I'll see you in the therapy room. Take care.